How are you, Byron?
I'm great. How are you, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. My name's Rob Gullo with Sportskeeda. I'm just going to ask you a bunch of questions about, your process leading up to the draft, your college career, and some questions, related to the NFL. So, just first off, just talk about the process of, getting ready to be drafted. Are you a little nervous, excited? Are you kind of getting impatient? Just kind of run me through how the process has been for you and your experience so far.
For me personally, the process, it's been great. It's been a great process. It's been fun. It's been long, and I'm just blessed, just to be able to, experience this and go to this type of process because this a dream come true. So it's a blessing, and man, I've been excited, and now since it's like time getting closer, I'm starting to get impatient. I'm ready to find out where I'm gonna go and who I'm gonna end up being with for my career. And so I'm just excited about that part. But I wouldn't say I'm nervous, but I wouldn't say I'm nervous, but I'd probably say just a little bit if I was nervous, just because I don't know where I'm going and like where I'm gonna end up. But besides that, man, I'm just ready. I'm ready to rock and roll wherever I go. So the process has been great.
hmm And, you know, you kind of want it to be over, with the uncertainty of where you're going to be. And, oftentimes, prospects, when they're going through this, they say after the fact, like, oh, I kind of took it for granted. I didn't really, realize, that I'm going through this experience right now. Have you kind of taken the time to remind yourself to appreciate this part of your NFL journey?
Say it one more time.
Have you kind of taken the time to remind yourself to appreciate this part of your football journey?
Oh yeah, of course. Like yeah, I've been telling myself to appreciate this because I feel like without this part, there's this is where the journey starts at. So it started right here, right now. So man, just starting from right here, leading, uh, again, just a blessing, and it's just a dream come true. And so I'm just happy to be part of this. Great experience, having a great time.
Okay. And last season you had a great year, 29 tackles, 5 sacks, first team all Big 12, and you were named
Yeah.
you were named the Big 12 Defensive Lineman of the Year. Just how did it feel to accomplish those honors, and how proud were you to achieve those feats?
Man, it felt great because first off, just knowing like the amount of work I put in when nobody went watching like all season in the spring ball, summer, fall camp, all them things. So just knowing that the work I put in and how hard I came each and every day, like just coming in that building, just ready to work on the field and off the field. So just giving them my all and being 100% committed to what I was doing, and so I really appreciate that a lot because it shows me that hard work pays off, and it showed me that anything is possible. Sky's the limit. So I'm really just blessed to receive all them awards and just was able, just blessed. I was able to do the things I did this season on the field. So I, I appreciate it.
Okay. And one game that stands out is the Baylor game. You had a season high 4 tackles as well as 2 sacks. Um,
Yeah.
just talk about how you were able to have a successful game against Baylor.
First, I say preparation. Just practicing hard each and every day. Coming in there with the right mindset. And secondly, really just getting them on film, breaking down the film study, throughout the week and everything, just watching film on them guys. And then really just going out there on Saturday, putting it all together. It's nothing really special, it's just how you prepare for things and how you approach it. So I'd say that's the reason why I had a good game versus Baylor, and and just going out there, playing with great technique, playing using my tools, the right way and using them the way I'm supposed to use them. So yeah.
Okay. And it's funny because speaking of Baylor, they were a team you were interested in joining before you committed
Right.
to Texas, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So just, talk about that. What made you ultimately decide to commit to Texas and to choose to play for the Longhorns?
Man, so what made me decide was okay, so this will happen. I was waiting on so the last stop, Herman and Giles and them, right? I was waiting on them to give me the offer, but for some reason they were just, it was taking forever. They were just holding on, just taking forever. So Baylor at that time, Coach Aranda and his staff, they were showing me the most love and everything. So I was like, I'm just going to take my talents to Baylor. So boom, I ended up committed to Baylor. But deep down inside, like growing up as a kid and during through high school, like I always knew I wanted to, be close to home and play for my home state and everything. So when they finally came with the offer, I literally decommitted and committed the same day. And then like another reason why I committed to Texas just because the platform, the networking, just the alumni here, it's just great to be a part of, a great university.
How did it feel to kind of put Texas football back on the map again? Being a top 4 team at the end of the season. It's been a while since Texas has kind of been back to what most people know them as one of the best programs in college football. How did it feel to be a part of that and bring Texas back to where they're at?
Man, it felt great because just like I watched us go from to trash, to being like a great team. We went from my freshman year, we started 5-7, next year 8-4. They end up making it to to the college football playoffs. So and just being able to do that, it took a lot. It took a lot on the field, off the field, in the locker room, and everything. It took all of us, even including the staff. So it took everybody. Everybody played a role in that, and I feel like Sark and his staff, like from my freshman year on to my junior year, from my freshman to my junior, I just feel like they just changed the narrative. Like his at first when he first got here, I don't think nobody was understanding like his way or like his message he was trying to put out there to us. I don't think everybody was understanding. But as the years went by, everybody started to buy in and started to listen. And everything he was preaching was starting to show and it was starting to happen. So everybody just bought in. Everybody was all on one page this past year. Just played for one another, and that's why we got that far. So and then it was just man like nobody didn't expect us to do that. So again, it was really truthfully blessed to be a part of that. And also too, just bringing the Big 12 home here too, bringing it back to UT because we ain't won Big 12 since '09. So being a part of that, just being a part of that history, it means a lot.
Okay. And you played alongside Tavondre Sweat this past season. Just talk about how you guys are kind of able to put pressure off one another by both being dominant forces in the interior D line.
Yeah, so Sweat, man, I feel like just we feed off one another, I tell him like come on, like he tell me the same thing. So, and we always on the same page, we push each other, we push each other to be great, each and every day. That's what we did, in practice and also in the game, just being, very competitive with one another. And man, having a guy like Sweat, and take a lot of pressure off me because when you got to worry about a guy like that, who's 6'4", massive, a massive guy, take up space, an animal in the run game and everything, and can also pass rush, as well. So and then you got a guy like me playing on alongside with him, that could do the same. So it really make it very difficult for teams, to block us. So having a guy like him, that was really helpful. It took a lot of pressure off me.
Okay. Back to the playoff game against Washington. You had a big moment in the game. You scored a goal line touchdown.
Yeah.
Just walk me through that and how excited you were to score a touchdown. I know it wasn't your first touchdown you scored, but just talk about scoring that one in the playoffs.
Man, scoring that one in the playoffs, man, that was crazy. It was a cool experience, but anyway, but we was practicing that play all week long, and I'm on the phone during the week telling my parents like, when y'all see me going at fullback, I'll set at fullback, like I'm scoring the touchdown, a handoff. They think I'm playing, they think I'm just talking. I'm like, okay, just wait till game time. So boom, we got down to the goal line, opportunity came, and then hey, it ended up being, results end up being a touchdown, man, and just like hearing that crowd go crazy and just my teammates celebrating with me, I'll never forget that great feeling. Never
Okay.
forget that.
And your other touchdown you scored, you guys were down 7-3 against Wyoming, and
Yeah.
nice 1 yard touchdown pass. Talk about that, scoring your first touchdown. And was there any different feeling scoring that touchdown and your second touchdown in the playoffs? Like, being a defensive lineman, a player who doesn't really get that many opportunities. Was there a different feeling, or just talk me through that?
I say it was a different feeling because it was my first one. So that one right there, I was more excited about. Then I was able to show off my athleticism and show everybody I can catch the ball. Because not too many people think D lineman can do that, but you know I can. I believe I can do anything. So I can do anything on the field. And man, so that one right there, I say that was my favorite one. Really, just going out there catching that pass, catching that ball. And man, and like soon as they called the package out there, as soon as they called the play, in my head, I said touchdown. Like I knew the play was coming to me, and I knew right away, like I'm catching this ball. Like ain't nobody stopping me from catching it. I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna score a touchdown. So I was just really determined. That's another reason why I scored too.
When they called your name on that play, you were excited, upon hearing that in
Yeah.
the huddle, but at the same time, was there kind of like a little bit of pressure, like I need to come down with this ball, or like, damn, I might not get this opportunity again?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of pressure at the same time too. But like, it was in the back of my head. I was trying not to think about it, but deep down in my side, I'm like, okay, Murph, calm down, just take it one step at a time, run around. When the ball comes, just catch the ball. Don't just do you. Just stick to what you've been doing. Don't try to do nothing extra. And that's what I did, and I ended up scoring. So I was nervous a little bit for sure.
Okay. Did you score any touchdowns in high school, or were these your first two touchdowns ever?
See, I grew up playing running back and linebacker like all the way till ninth grade. So I've been scoring touchdowns. I've been scoring. I just got big, just really ate myself out the position, really. But yeah, so it felt good because I ain't scored a touchdown in a long time. I forgot what it felt like, but just to have just to have that feeling again, just to relive that moment, it felt great. So, but no, that wasn't my first ones. I've been scoring touchdowns though.
Okay. Okay. And speaking of positions, what kind of system do you think you will excel the most in the NFL on the D?
Uh, I feel like I'll excel in in both systems. The 4-3 and and 3-4. But I prefer 4-3 just cause I like playing with four down. I just like playing four down. But I feel like I'll excel at both just cause I can stop the run. Pass rush. It's the same. Nothing different from a 4-3, 3-4. You still got to stop the run and and be able to pass rush. So I feel like I'll be good at both.
Okay. Are there any certain players that you kind of try to model your game after, or you watch a lot of film on, and why do you watch those certain players?
I try to watch guys like Aaron Donald. Deron Payne, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Ed Oliver. And the reason why I try to watch guys like that because I feel like I model my game after them. Especially guys like AD and Ed. Cause we all us three undersized D linemen, but play with great leverage. Great technique, run, stop the run, pass rush. Can do everything. So I really try to watch them guys, my game after them. And, I just because I feel like I can be on the same level as them, or if not better. So, so yeah, them the guys who I watch for sure.
Okay. And making the jump from college to the NFL as a rookie this year, you could very well start day one. You could very well, just be a rotational backup defensive lineman. Just with that in mind, what are your personal goals for your rookie season that you plan to accomplish?
My personal goals is, you know, to start, but if I don't start, if not, play, just play. And secondly, I want to win. And lastly, not lastly, but I also want to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's what I'm aiming for as well. And I know that's going to take a lot of work, but I'm willing to do that. If not, and last but not least, but if not, hopefully win a Super Bowl my rookie year. So that'd be great and cool too. But yeah, they're my goals for sure.
Okay. And I think a couple of days ago it was posted that you had visits lined up with the Vikings and the Raiders. Have you had those visits yet? And if not, do you know when they're lined up?
I don't have I haven't had them visits yet, and I don't know when. I got to check my schedule on the one from Minnesota, and I'm not sure about the one with the Raiders. I'm not sure if I do have one with them or not, but I'll check and make sure for sure. But
Okay.
yeah,
And is there, anything different you're kind of doing in preparation for the draft, with it being pretty much a month away, a month out?
say it one more time.
Is there anything different that you're doing in preparation for the last month of
Oh, really, man. Just trying to I say being a bit, just trying to stay in the best shape as possible. Cause after you get drafted, camp be right around the corner. So just trying to stay in shape, make sure I'm strong, and just making sure where I need to be. Just making sure I'm good. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, Tony. I'm ready to do. If you want to ask him any more questions, feel free. Or if you want to get the mock draft
Yeah, now Byron,
going.
let me ask you a couple things. And I hate to bring this up. What was tougher, losing to Texas in the Red River rivalry, or losing to Washington in that semifinal game?
Oh man.
Losing to Oklahoma. I'm sorry, losing to Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry game, or losing to Washington in the playoff game.
Man, I have to go with Oh, that's tough right there. But I have to go with Oklahoma just because I dislike Oklahoma very, very much. I don't think I never like Oklahoma, never will. And so losing to them this year that hurt a lot, especially on my last year. So that really hurt.
Now you're at the combine and you undergo the combine interviews. And sometimes those interviews, they ask you questions sometimes that are out of left field. Did you don't have to tell me that, don't tell us the teams, but what was the strangest question you were asked, if you were asked any strange questions at the combine?
I want to be honest, I really didn't I want to ask any strange questions. And all my combine interviews went great out. All of them was smooth, really perfect. So I ain't really have no strange questions or anything like that.
That's good. That's good. It's because that's good. Um, they asked Bob at Robert asked you what scheme you like to play. What were during the interviews and everything? What were they talking to you? What types of schemes were they talking to you about? Were they talking to you about playing, a two gap end, three technique, or what were the conversations like that?
Um, the things I was hearing when I was going from team to team doing the interviews, what they were telling me, they see me as as a three tech, three tech in the league, and also playing the two eye as well, the four eye, maybe the five two, play that a little bit as well. But yeah, from the two to the four eye.
One last question for me: were you a multi-sport athlete in high school? Did you play anything other than football?
No sir. High school I played strictly football.
Good enough. All right. We'll have a little fun. You see the link for the mock draft simulator?
Yeah, it's in my email.
Okay. You want to? Can you?
Uh,
I,
y-
I'm gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah, I
I'm
see
gonna
it.
get you
Hmm.
on camera as well, doing it as well. I just hit the link and we'll walk through it.
Yeah, I'm on here right now.
All right. So what you need to do is you need to what you should do is, who's your favorite football team?
I don't have one
All right.
actually.
Well, pick one football team that you like there. Whatever team uh, you know is your fancy.
I don't even have. I'm just pick a team.
Pick any team you want.
Okay, cool. I pick one.
What team did you pick? To let us know.
I pick Houston.
Houston, Houston Texans. All right. then all you want to do is you hit the Houston Texans. It says select number of rounds, 1, and then it says draft speed normal. Just hit enter draft.
Okay.
All right. Now what'll happen is the computer will start making picks. We want to check out 2 things. We want to check out number 1, where you end up. I'm doing a different one than you're doing it right now. And there you go. You're number 11. On mine, you're the number 11 picked up to Byron Murphy to the Minnesota Vikings. Did you go on yours yet?
Mine's they got me going 13 to the Raiders.
There you go. All right. So top 15 pick. What's going to happen is eventually, although they don't have a first round pick, do they, the Texans? We got to go to. All right. Don't worry about it. All right, good enough. So you ended up 13 to the Las Vegas Raiders. You're ready to move out to Las Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been out there?
I ain't never been out there.
Oh, well,
I never been.
They got an excellent coach in Antonio Pierce, a defensive-minded coach. They need a little bit of help at a bunch of different positions, but they're hopefully with the new general manager and the new head coach, I'm sure you'll get along well with, because he's such a defensive-minded coach. And they have a quarterback by the name of Aiden O'Connell, who I know your agent is very familiar with. I'm sure it'll be a good fit.
I think it'd be a great fit.
There you go. All right, Byron. Robert, anything else?
No, I mean, I did a mock draft as well, and for mine, he's pegged at number 16 overall to the Seattle Seahawks.
It's still top 20. Mine had him 11 going to the
Minnesota.
Vikings. You had him to the Seattle Seahawks, and Byron himself had ended up with the Las Vegas Raiders. So all good landing spots for you. Top 20, which is not only a great position to be, but it's a lot of bread for you, brother. So good for you. Byron, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Byron. We appreciate it a lot.
Man, thanks for having me.
Of course.
Good luck moving forward, and good luck on draft night. I know there'll be a lot of fun for you. There'll be some anxious moments, but I'm sure you're going to come off the board sooner rather than later.
Sure. Appreciate it.
Have a good weekend. Have a nice holiday, bro. And safe travels on your 30 visits.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a good day. Thanks.